Welcome to Women's Rugby Rundown 167 for August 12th through the 18th. The HSBC Sevens announced the first 5 events for 2025 with stops in Dubai, Cape Town, Perth, Vancouver, and Hong Kong. Japan Women's Sevens team has a new head coach, Yuka Kanematsu. The USA edged Japan in the final 15s match of the 2024 Japan Challenger Series. Munster leads the 2024 Irish Interpros after 2 rounds. Fiji is set for historic first-ever matches against Scotland and the Netherlands. And we round up all of the global premier and club competitions worldwide. Get ready for a journey through the latest in women's rugby. This is your Women's Rugby Rundown, and we're about to kick off. Let's kick off with Women's Sevens news. This is the United Arab Emirates preparing for their first ever Asia 7 series. Kicks off this weekend in South Korea, and China is the defending champion. We got the dates for the 2025 HSBC 7 series, the first 5 dates, that is. We'll kick off in Dubai. We already knew about that one. And then we'll go to Cape Town, December 7th and 8th. We'll go to Perth. That's our first stop in 2025. And then Vancouver announced they'll celebrate their 10th anniversary and will return to BC Place February 21st to 23rd, 2025. And then we'll have Hong Kong. And I know a lot of you are asking about LA 7 stops, so that'll be in the United States, obviously. Hearing that we'll get those dates soon and that there might be another big surprise on the horizon as well. Former Japanese Sevens veteran and Rio 2016 Olympian Yuka Kanematsu has been appointed as the new head coach of Japan's women's Sevens team. Brazil Super Sevens kicks off on September 29th, featuring 3 stops with 2 divisions, each hosting 8 teams, and you can maybe pause and look at those teams. Now we'll switch over to 15's women's rugby news. In the final match of the 2024 Japan Challenger Series, the USA edged out a tough Japanese side in a close contact. USA winning this one 11-8. They must have spent the first 50 minutes on defense. Japan scored early points in the second half to take the lead, and then it wasn't until the last moments of the game when, again, United States, Mackenzie Hawkins put the foot to the ball and put it through for a penalty goal for the United States to win. Japan's ranking remains at 11th, while the USA moves back up to 7th. The draw last week put them back to 9th, so they move back to their original ranking. Japan will face Italy on September 14th, and the USA hasn't announced any other matches before their WXV opener against England on September 20th. After round 2 of the 2024 Irish Interpros, Munster leads with 2 wins, while Ulster and Connacht drew and Leinster split their matches. The final round is this weekend. In upcoming fixtures and results, Scotland will host Wales on September 6th, followed by the Barbarians versus South Africa and England versus France on September 7th. That's just the next week. There's plenty more rugby to come. Always check out our fixtures and results page at yscrugby.com. The Blackferns have named a strong 30-player squad for their end-of-year tour. They will have matches against England at Twickenham, now called Allianz, and the WXV one in Canada. Fijiana will make history on the road, facing Scotland for the first time on September 15th, followed by another inaugural match against Netherlands on September 19th. In round 13 of the WPL, New York pulled off a big win over the All Blues, taking the top spot in the standings. The semifinals are September 7th. There's still room for movement in the top 4, and that'll happen this weekend in the final league matches. Colorado Grey Wolves are up against Life West, and the All Blues will face Chicago North Shore, while New York has a bye. Round 2 of the Dr. Farah Palmer Cup saw Canterbury narrowly retain the J.J. Stewart Memorial Trophy with a gritty 10-7 win over Waikato, while Counties continues to lead the premiership ahead of Canterbury's next challenge against Auckland. Scotland's Arnold Clark Premiership kicks off this weekend. They've got 8 teams. You can see the captains up there. The 2024 Mary Graham All-Stars will be held in Dallas, Texas this year at the Grand Prairie Mountain Creek Soccer Complex. It's our 9th edition, with defending champions Midwest aiming for a 3-peat, and they'll be joined by Southwest, TRU Toast, South Panthers, Capital, and Mid-America, and then some teams to be confirmed. That does it for us this week. Of course, there's more news on our site and a couple of really tasty rugby jobs out there. The USA Men's Sevens head coach is being published, and the Welsh Women's Performance Pathway coach, a GB Sevens coach, is needed as well. So check all of that out at yscrugby.com and never miss an episode of Women's Rugby Rundown by subscribing to us on Patreon, Spotify, YouTube, or any of the social media platforms you prefer.